Hey folks, welcome to another edition of BrushPile Fishing. It's a rainy day. We're in the middle of May on Lake Pymatuning here on the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. We're going to be fishing some lily pads with my good friend Dale Black from Gamma Line. So you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Many people look at a lake and feel a sense of calm serenity. Crappie fishermen feel the heart-pounding anticipation of the thump. That's why host Russ Bailey is addicted to crappie fishing. It's this addiction that takes Russ from the Midwest to the Deep South in search of the best lakes, techniques, and patterns from some of the best crappie anglers in the country, right here on BrushPile Fishing.
Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing. I'm with my good friend Dale Black from Gamma Line. Dale, how you doing?
Real good.
You know, Dale, we met several years ago at a writer's camp here at Pymatuning, and I love shallow water fishing, and this has a lot of great opportunities, and me and you've done some in the lily pads.
Well, I know the first time I went out with you, it was the first time I really crappie fished, and I got schooled then, and you came in, we did the pads, and I got schooled again, but I learned a whole lot, and I'm looking forward to putting what I learned from you before back into practice.
Well, I tell you what, I hope them big black crappie are in there waiting on us.
I'm ready to eat them.
All right, here we go, folks. Hey folks, just getting started here on Pymatuning. We are in a very small section of lily pads, and we're in super clear water right now. So what we're doing, we're having to make long flips or long casts away from the boat so we don't spook those fish. And that's the only way I think we're going to get them to hit today, because the water's so clear.
Well, this is where I learned to crappie fish with you, is really in these pads. I watched you the first time kick my butt, and the second time I was with you and you kicked my butt, but I learned quite a bit. Learned how to really present baits, and even though we're flipping a small bait, there is a technique to it to pay attention to, and you were very good teaching me how to do that. So
even though this is a small section of pads out here, a lot of times the fish will be concentrated for whatever reason in one little area. Starting to see some movement in the pads now, and folks, that's one thing I do look for. If you can see the pad stems moving and you know it's not the wind, that's crappie or sometimes bluegill, but normally it's crappie banging right into those pads, and you want to try to flip in them same areas. I like it vertical jigging as much as the next guy, as far as just going without a cork, feeling that thump, but because we have to cast so far out, if you would try to do that without a cork, you're going to get hung up on all day on the pad stems. So what this cork does, allows you to flip out there, and you can work that jig around the stems and pretty much fish whatever you want.
I'm seeing some good movement in those thicker pads over there.
Definitely seeing some as we get further up. That might be where those fish are at. It's a little bit deeper water there, not much, but it doesn't take a whole lot of depth to make the fish concentrate heavier.
Is there a normal depth you like to keep the float above the baits?
Normally if you're fishing springtime, like we are now, and they're in that spawn, about 18 inches is a good place to start. Oh, there we go. Not a bad fish there.
He'll look good in the pan. Yeah, he's cute.
A lot bigger in here. We're going after the bigger ones. Hey folks, welcome to today's Gear Check, brought to you by Airstream. A real simple rig is what we were using today. And we'll start out talking about the pole. This is my Russ Bailey Signature Series from B&M. It's a 10.5 foot pole. It's great for vertical jigging, but also making the long casts that we were doing today. As far as the reel, folks, we were using a B&M Pro Staff Series spinning reel. We used a high-vis 6-pound Gamma line. Now, once we located those fish, we went with this small ice cork, and one thing that I wanted to point out, put that toothpick through the top just to where it's snug, and then what you want to do is break off all but a little bit. That'll keep it from getting tangled up if you have a windy day. It makes it easy to adjust. And then the jig of the day was a mustad jig head with a Southern Pro Stinger shad. And I'll tell you what, folks, the fish wore these out. And that's your rig of the day. Thanks for joining us. Dale, how long have you owned Gamma Line now?
About 4.5 years now. Never worked so hard in my entire life.
Well,
But
I know.
I love it.
I know when you started, you didn't have a panfish line, and now you got this high vis, and I love this. And even in this clear water, it does not spook the fish. I know some people think the high vis does that, but tell you what, it's all I use anymore.
Well, you're one of the main reasons why we came out with it. We do sponsor Crappie USA, and we have a high vis gold, which is really, it's a nice color, it's very visible, and I always thought that was enough. I mean, I'm thinking, you can see that, why do you need the green? And after we came out with it last year, we took some prototype down to the Classic, Crappie Classic, and the guys really liked the appearance of it. So when we brought it out, it's been really, definitely something you can really see, and it's a lot brighter in certain conditions than the high vis gold. So,
You know, I use it mainly dot shooting. It's a key because you will always see the hit before you feel it. Another crappie.
all right, I'm on the board with 2 now. And this one's even bigger. Maybe that's a real good sign. Another non-niblet fish.
Oh, there we go. Starting to get out towards this edge again.
Beautiful. Nothing like looking at the different colors. And
Now,
I can still never tell the difference between a white and black crappie. So I know this has something to do with the spines.
these are both black, this number spines, but also a white. Even if they're dark, will have distinct
Jeez.
lines down there. Was you under?
Yeah, I was under. He was pulling my rod.
It seems like the further we get out in this little deeper water, maybe that's where they're going to be.
Welcome to the world of Mustad. Legendary craftsmanship with over 180 years of experience. With advanced designs and technology, Mustad is a name you can trust for whatever you fish for. The long trusted classic and big game hooks, the innovative Ultra Point designs, assortment of tools and jigs, or pre-tied rigs and accessories. Quality and durability are built into every Mustad product. Saltwater giants or freshwater trophies. Make your next trip more memorable with Mustad.
For great fishing, check out Grand Lake St. Mary's. Located in west central Ohio, if you're looking to land bass, catfish, crappie, perch, or bluegill, Grand Lake is the place for you. Check out greatergrandlakeregion.com.
B&M Poles has been producing high-quality crappie equipment backed by world-class customer service for over 70 years. Hundreds of tournament wins, including both national tournament trails in 2015. B&M Poles, trusted by the best in the industry.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
BrushPile Fishing is proud to announce the BrushPile Fishing Combos now available at BrushPileFishing.com. We have brought together gear from our top sponsors, passing on big savings direct to you. Both combos include the B&M Pro 100 spinning reel, Gamma High Viz 6-pound line, BrushPile Fish Attractant, with either the B&M Sharpshooter 6 and Southern Pro Dock Shooting Kit, or 10.5 Russ Bailey Signature Series with Southern Pro Jig Fishing Kit. Get yours today. Visit BrushPileFishing.com for more. Introducing NKT.TV, a brand new solution for the cord-cutting generation. With NKT.TV, viewers enjoy viewer-specific programming, with the ability to pick and choose the channels you wish to subscribe to. Missed BrushPile Fishing this week? Catch it on NKT.TV, along with all your other Pursuit Channel favorites. NKT.TV offers dozens of network and channel options for you, the viewer, to choose from. So go ahead, cut the cord, and get everything you want with nothing you don't. Visit NKT.TV today.
This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Airstream, adventure inspired by Airstream. Mustad, 182 years of fishing excellence. Greater Grand Lake Region. NKT.TV. Southern Pro Tackle.
Now we're running what pound line on this? Is this
6 pounds.
Is it 6?
It's about all I use. You know, you'll hear people say, well, if you're in real clear water, you need to go to 4. Sometimes, but not very often. We're using a 1/48 ounce jig head, and that 6 pound test just works pretty well with it. The way it drops nice and slow.
Yeah, the other thing about this 6, it's nice, it has a break strength, the actual break strength of about 13 pounds. So you can really...
Which is important in this stuff, because when you got tangled up in these stems, it's pretty tough stuff down there. Folks, I want to take a minute to talk about the Gamma line that we use today. Sometimes Gamma's not as easy to find as some of the other lines, but I'm telling you what, in the crappie world and the bass fishing world, it is really starting to set the fishing on fire. It has done everything I needed to do. I especially love the high vis, so I just want to give a big shout out to Gamma.
Oh, did I just see one? I might have just seen a flash. Yes, I did.
Another little one though.
But a non-niblet one. Now, do the crappies spawn in these pads? Is that one of the reasons why they're here?
Yep, and when we get some of the bigger ones, you'll see the males are real dark black. They're in the middle of the spawn.
Nestled in northwest Pennsylvania, Crawford County and Mercer County offer an incredible array of outdoor activities and special attractions. Fishing, boating, hiking, and biking are major outdoor sports. Pymatuning Lake was named by Game and Fish magazine as a top 10 family fishing vacation destination. In addition to fishing, Shenango River Lake is an extremely popular powerboat and water skiing reservoir. Do you prefer to paddle your way to adventure? Explore French Creek's biodiverse upper and lower water trails. Then take the Upper Shenango River Water Trail, which begins at the outflow of Pymatuning Lake and gently flows south for 23 scenic miles to the backwaters of Shenango River Lake. How about enjoying a trek on our wine, brew pub, and distillery trail? All are family-owned and host events, festivals, and live music. You'll find tasting, educational programs, and special events at these locally owned and operated wineries. For more on these great attractions, go to visitcrawford.org and visit mercercountypa.com.
I love fishing the lily pads here at Pymatuning, and we tried this morning. We caught several fish, but they were small. And the thing about Pymatuning is there's so many different ways to fish. So what we've done is we found some weed beds that are submerged in about 8 foot of water that also produce perch, I might say. But no, really, Dale, we found these weed beds, and almost automatically we started picking up some decent crappie. As far as the rig, we're using the same thing, because what you want to do is have that jig float just above the weed line, because if you're fishing in it at a casting distance, you're going to get hung up quite a bit. So you want that to come right above. What you got there, bud? Oh, that's a nice. Oh!
Yeah, catch and release today.
That was a nice crappie. Want me to get him for you?
Yeah.
But the thing is, what's good, folks, is as soon as this cork's hitting the water, we're getting several hits, like right now. And again, it's a slow presentation, casting out as far as we can from the boat because we've got clear water, and just barely working that jig on top of the weeds. You know, folks, we talk a lot on our show about being versatile. Today we went out, and every year at this time, we fish the lily pads in this same spot, and the fish are always there. So when we went into today's show, we just knew they were going to be there. Well, guess what? The bite was very slow, very few fish in the pads. The water temperature was colder than it normally is, so we made adjustments. We didn't go far from the spot we were in the pads, but we found the fish in weed beds instead. We also had to back off of them. Instead of vertical jigging, we had to stay back, make long casts, work that jig super slow with that cork, and that led to the crappie today. Tell you what, Dale, we are in prime water temperature. We've got 65.5 degrees right now. That's prime in this shallow water. Folks, we're fishing. The boat's in about 3.5 foot of water. Those weed beds are anywhere from 6 to 8 foot. And they're coming up to about 3 foot under the surface. And we're just skimming our jigs right on top of them.
You know, and even this way with the fact that nice.
There's a nice fish. There is a nice crappie. If I can get him in it.
Well, you almost could have got him.
Dad, burn, that was a nice one. We
Oh,
love
this
it.
is a nice one.
Oh, keep that pole up. Oh my goodness, that's a nice fish. Keep the pole up.
Well, we got 6 pounds. We can lift. We can. Come on, get back over here.
Oh yes. Look at that dandy out of the weeds.
I'll take him. Nice little pig.
Nice fish, bud.
All right, I'll find him.
There we go. Uh-oh. Not a bad one. Not bad at all. Let me get him in this time. Look how dark.
Oh yeah.
Nice fish. Another nice fish. And again, even though they're in these weeds, and we've got a gravel bottom that's underneath the weeds, that gravel's holding these spawning fish. That's why he's so dark. Weed beds are one of the types of cover that don't get fished enough for crappie. And when you've got the gravel bottom on top or on the bottom of the weeds, that's a double deadly combination. Another nice fish. Black crappie.
BrushPile Fishing is proud to announce the BrushPile Fishing Combos now available at brushpilefishing.com. We have brought together gear from our top sponsors, passing on big savings direct to you. Both combos include the B&M Pro 100 spinning reel, Gamma High Viz 6-pound line, BrushPile Fish Attractant, with either the B&M Sharpshooter 6 and Southern Pro Dock Shooting Kit, or 10.5 Russ Bailey Signature Series with Southern Pro Jig Fishing Kit. Get yours today. Visit brushpilefishing.com for more. Introducing NKT.TV, a brand new solution for the cord-cutting generation. With NKT.TV, viewers enjoy viewer-specific programming, with the ability to pick and choose the channels you wish to subscribe to. Missed BrushPile Fishing this week? Catch it on NKT.TV, along with all your other Pursuit Channel favorites. NKT.TV offers dozens of network and channel options for you, the viewer, to choose from. So go ahead, cut the cord, and get everything you want with nothing you don't. Visit NKT.TV today.
This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Crappie USA, family-friendly competition. Buckeye Ford, more trucks, less bucks. More Eagle boats, B&M poles, BrushPile Fish Attractant.
Yeah, the local wildlife's very annoying.
Another small one. You know, Dale, one of the things I've seen here today, we've caught fish anywhere from 5 inches to 10 to a couple of those are 13.5, 14-inch fish. So that tells me the Pymatuning's had several good spawning years, which means that the fishing should be good here for years to come. Oh, that might be a decent one. Oh yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Get him in here. Yep. Like I say, we have seen different, look there, a lot of different sizes today, and that is a good thing. Pretty fish. Oh,
That's
there's a
a nicer
nice one,
fish.
Dale. Keep your pole up. There you go. There you go. Keep the pole up. Keep the pole up. Bring him on in. Bring him on in. There you go. There
I'll
you
take
go.
him, finally.
Nice fish. Nice
Oh, he was
one.
hooked good. He wasn't coming off. Oh, this one's a lot darker. Oh, that's a nice one.
He feels like it, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Come here. He's mad. Yeah, he's a decent fish. He is a decent fish. Come here. Look at there, folks.
You know, these ones seem to be out just a little bit further.
He's right at a pound, maybe a little bit over a pound. Nice black crappie. He doesn't have some of the dark colors that some of those males are still in there, but he is still a beautiful fish. Nice and thick across the back. Good fish, because those fish are spooked a little bit easier. There you go. We're getting our bigger fish as far back as we can.
Yeah, that one hit pretty much as soon as it hit the water.
Oh yeah, that's another nice one.
Take him all day.
Just like pulling crankbaits, it's,
Yeah.
you know, really big down there and it's just starting to come on here. That might be a decent crappie. I think he is. Oh yeah. That is a nice fish, real nice fish. Get him in here. There we go.
Yeah.
Woo! Hey, Dale.
I think he's
Don't,
big.
don't get that net or anything, okay?
You got Gam on there. You can flip him in.
Look at there. Another about, well, 13-inch fish or so.
Welcome to the world of Mustad, legendary craftsmanship with over 180 years of experience. With advanced designs and technology, Mustad is a name you can trust for whatever you fish for. The long-trusted classic and big game hooks, the innovative ultra-point designs, assortment of tools and jigs, or pre-tied rigs and accessories. Quality and durability are built into every Mustad product. Saltwater giants or freshwater trophies make your next trip more memorable with Mustad.
For great fishing, check out Grand Lake St. Mary's. Located in west central Ohio, if you're looking to land bass, catfish, crappie, perch, or bluegill, Grand Lake is the place for you. Check out greatergrandlakeregion.com.
B&M Poles has been producing high-quality crappie equipment backed by world-class customer service for over 70 years. Hundreds of tournament wins, including both national tournament trails in 2015. B&M Poles, trusted by the best in the industry.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
Step up your game and step into a War Eagle Blackhawk 2170. The Blackhawk 2170 gives anglers a tough aluminum hull with over 21 feet of stable, well-balanced fishing real estate. War Eagle. We build them tough for hunters who like to fish. Driftmaster rod holders. Whether you are pushing, pulling, or organizing, Driftmaster has you covered with products that are made in America. We can rig any boat for any technique from front to back. Driftmaster. For the way you fish. Get ready, get registered, and get qualified for the 2017 Cabela's Crappie USA Classic, hosted this year on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, Paris, Tennessee. Crappie USA, the largest crappie tournament organization in the world, is giving you the chance to compete for over $100,000 in cash and prizes, including 2 Ranger boat packages powered by Mercury and Minn Kota in our amateur and professional divisions. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner, take your fishing to the next level with Crappie USA and the Cabela's Crappie USA Classic. Step up your game and step into a War Eagle Blackhawk 2170. The Blackhawk 2170 gives anglers a tough aluminum hull with over 21 feet of stable, well-balanced fishing real estate. War Eagle. We build them tough for hunters who like to fish. Driftmaster rod holders. Whether you are pushing, pulling, or organizing, Driftmaster has you covered with products that are made in America. We can rig any boat for any technique from front to back. Driftmaster. For the way you fish. Get ready, get registered, and get qualified for the 2017 Cabela's Crappie USA Classic, hosted this year on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, Paris, Tennessee. Crappie USA, the largest crappie tournament organization in the world, is giving you the chance to compete for over $100,000 in cash and prizes, including 2 Ranger boat packages powered by Mercury and Minn Kota in our amateur and professional divisions. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner, take your fishing to the next level with Crappie USA and the Cabela's Crappie USA Classic.
This episode of BrushPile Fishing is brought to you by Airstream, adventure inspired by Airstream. Mustad, 182 years of fishing excellence. Greater Grand Lake Region, NKT.TV, Southern Pro Tackle.
So you getting Did that cross you?
Nope. Okay, got a fish on.
That's not
There's
a bad
good fish. No, that's a 10-inch crappie.
Where's my bobber?
But we caught some.
Oh, goodness.
What you got there? He's staying down. Keep that pole up. There you go. There you go. Dale, I don't know what.
I think I got a bass.
I think that's a crappie, bud. Oh, that's a big crappie.
I'll take him.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a nice thick fish.
Doggone, we have caught some big ones today.
I'll take him.
On the albino
yeah.
shad again.
Beauty.
Oh, there might be a decent fish. Swimming at me, it's hard to tell. No, he's a good one. He's a good one.
Do I have to get the net?
Nope, nope. Over there. Get in here.
Nice fish.
Woo! Another pigola. Tell you what, it'd be nice to be in a tournament today.
We've definitely got some good fish for that.
Dale, the bite has slowed down just a tad, so I'm going to put a little secret on there, some BrushPile fish attractant.
All right.
This stuff stinks, man, but boy, will it attract the fish. And you know, a lot of times I don't start out with a scent, but when that bite gets tough, I've seen times when it makes all the difference in the world.
Oh, cool. C-130s.
Those are crappie planes. Is there an Air Force base near here? 'Cause those
They're probably out of Youngstown. They're at the reserve base over there, and they fly a lot of the C-130s out of there.
Here we go. Now, Dale.
A double. That's if I get mine in. Oh, I got a decent one.
Do you? Oh, yeah. Keep that rod tip up. Bring him in. Bring him in. Remember, when you get close, keep that rod tip up.
Oh, look at his tail. It's all tore
Yep.
up.
Working them beds,
All
like I say,
tore up.
especially in that gravel.
Yeah, you've earned a retreat back into the wild.
It's a nice one, ain't it?
You know, he's not huge by no means, but he ain't bad.
Look how dark he is.
Oh, he is a little bit heavier than I thought. That's not a bad fish.
No, it's not. Folks, if you just joined us, we are on Pymatuning Reservoir, which is half in Ohio and half in Pennsylvania. We got Dale. That looks to be a little bit bigger than one. Oh yeah, you got another dandy. Oh, this is cool because I can see him under that water. There you go.
Oh, geez.
Oh, get him in. Lift him up with that pole. There you go.
Nice one.
That's why you got the backbone there. Lift them on up.
You know, and it was right beside, right where you caught that little baby.
Yep.
This beautiful slab right here. Yes, I started.
Look at there. That might be a decent fish. Oh, yes, it is. Woo! Here we go again. Man, you gotta love it.
That's a nice fish.
That is a big crappie. There we go. Oh.
Nothing like being in the game.
We have caught several fish well over a pound. For a northern lake, that's a good catch. Mostly all males. Look at that. Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Dale Black from Gameline, I had a great time
It was
today.
awesome out there today.
You know what, folks? We had our mindset that we were going to fish lily pads because for the past 3 or 4 years, we've done it this week. Every year, they've always been there. Today, they weren't. We talk a lot about versatility. Today, we did her.
We had to make a change. We did it, and we caught great fish. I mean, it was awesome.
You know what? We found one weed patch on the depth finder. We sat there and never had to move the rest of the day. Pymatuning is absolutely a great reservoir. If you're ever this way, give it a shot. And until then, we'll see you next week on BrushPile Fishing.
For more BrushPile Fishing action and information on today's guest, visit brushpilefishing.com.